Hey everybody, Matt here. Slightly different video than normal today. Well, it's been a while since I made any videos, isn't it? Anyway, I've been invited to go participate in the Homestead Apprentice program challenge. I don't know. And as I've been packing up to get ready to go on that trip next week, I thought that I'd make a quick video for you and show some of the stuff that I'll be taking. I'm not taking anything really fancy. This is just going to be my kind of toiletry DOP kit that I'm going to be throwing in. I'm not going to go over like all my clothes. I'm going to have a, pair of boots, pair of shoes, right? I'm going to have a hat, shirt, pants, whatever. I'm not packing anything fancy that way. Um, but I thought, my kind of like the system I got for my toiletry kit, and thought I'd put it together and throw it out here for you. So first is, make sure I'm on camera, it's kind of this little medicine pouch. I got some Aleve because, and I got some Advil, Sudafed, and I think I got some Tylenol and some emergency. That covers most of the things that bother me on a regular basis, and so I thought I'd throw that in here. And what next? Toothbrush, toothpaste. I like to make sure that my toothbrush is in a travel case. It did get cracked, but it just means there's some airflow. And this is a 2.5 ounce, so still airline approved, TSA approved. I'm not flying, I'm actually driving out. But I got this at the dollar store. So for $1, still TSA approved, so it fits in my travel bag just fine. Razor, and the thing, and I actually just bought a second handle for the razor that I use regularly, so I can just put on the same blades and I don't have to worry about. But I used to just rock like a better, nicer disposable razor in here, and to go with that, I actually found this. It's called a shave stick. It's approved, TSA friendly, but it's also a solid. It's like a deodorant, but you get your face wet, rub it on your face, lather it up, and it gives you a pretty decent shave. So, and I keep my liquids in a Ziploc, because then if I do fly, I can just pull this out of my travel bag, put that on top, so then when I go to TSA, I can pull it out of my bag really easy. What else is going in here? I've got a stain wipe pouch. I don't know where I got that. I think it was in a hotel or something. It's a hotel bottle of, little travel size stuff. But I refilled it with some conditioner that I actually use. This is a bottle of Castile soap. You can use it for hair, body, lather it up as a substitute shave soap. But because, if you're brave enough, you can put a drop on your toothbrush. As an all in all, when I travel, I like to cut down on bulk. So I got some very old liquid bandage, but it is not liquid. And see, that's why you should go through this stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'll replace that little ball liquid bandage. It's great for cuts and scrapes. Got some deodorant, also from the dollar store. Also TSA sized, but it's bigger than the really teeny travel size. So basic comb, nothing fancy. That just sits in the bottom of my bag. Along with the liquid bandage, I have some actual bandages. Nothing sponsored or anything, but I just learned about these performance series. They're super sticky. And so like that and a piece of KT tape can handle most of your actual injuries. So I like having that on hand. Yeah, you never know. I do a lot of camping. I've got this old vintage Boy Scout mirror, right? And so I didn't use it, don't use it for anything else. So I just leave it in my toiletry bag. I do keep a lighter, pair of clippers, and an extra like half-used chapstick, because it stinks when you you're in the middle of nowhere, or you're in an unfamiliar hotel room, or staying somewhere you're not familiar with, and you just need something to get through the next day or so until you have a chance to actually get out and do something. Especially, drive all night, pull in 10 o'clock, midnight, you're tired. It's nice to have these things on hand, and then if you need more, you can go get more. Speaking of more Advil, just big two. Islands cloth. Again, I was on a travel trip for work a couple months ago. Forgot to pack an Islands cleaner. My glasses got dirty and I just couldn't see, so I had to pop into Walmart and grab one. I figured now that I'm done, it'll just live in my travel kit. And this was a gift in a exchange box. So this was homemade, and it's an awesome little pair of tweezers. I've got like big tweezers at home, but I thought, what could I do with it? That can go in my travel kit, so I always have tweezers, especially because where I'm going is probably going to be tick country right about this time of year. So, just threw that in without talking about it. Tiny little pack of Q-tips, little travel sewing kit. I put those in the ends of my kit just so it kind of helps give it a little form. Floss, because it stinks when you need it, you need it, right? You get something stuck in your teeth. And my toiletry, all the Ziploc I just set on top. I'm a little bougie. I like having a little travel loofah just because it stinks to lather out, especially the really thin Castile soap. It likes to run, so you use a lot less soap by having a loofah, so I'd rather pack it extra. And then I also have some solid laundry soap that from True Earth. I'm not sponsored or anything. Somebody I watch is sponsored by them. That's how I learned about them. But because it's solid soap sheets, again, you're not having to deal with TSA regulations, but it gives me some extra because I'm going to be gone for a week, maybe a little longer. And so if I completely run out of clothes on my trip, I can just find me a laundromat and take care of that. So that is my travel kit. If you have any other ideas, things that that you think about, I'd love to hear about it down in the comments. Things that maybe I could add extra. On top of that, I also didn't mention any personal medications or anything like that you need on a regular basis. Absolutely consider about how you're going to pack those. But this is just this pretty much lives as is, and then when I notice I'm getting low, I'll make sure that I make another trip to the store and restock it before I head out on a trip. Anyway, and I love having it handy because it's you never know when you're just going to have something happen and you'll have to pack a bag quickly. Just happened recently on my wife's side of the family. A sister of hers was pregnant, and it's like, I'm going to labor like 3 weeks early. And so we had to just throw together a bag, but by having stuff already packed up, ready to go, and I top it off at the end of a trip when I come home. So that way on the next trip, I can just grab it and go. So it's handy for multiple reasons, but again, changing things up a little bit, but I hope that this is interesting, and I'll be documenting my whole trip out on the Homestead Apprentice program. I'd love for you guys to tune in to both my channel and however they're going to be posting theirs. It's kind of an experiment right now, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, should be at least a fun trip. I definitely need the vacation from work, so even if it just turns out to be a week-long personal road trip, it'll be worth it. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.